Hi, I'm Jeff Pinkerton with Metro Insight. Today we're going to learn how to extract data from the Census Bureau's American Fact Finder. Census Bureau is really the main source of data. If you can only learn how to extract data from one source, the Census Bureau would be that one. Over the next 7 minutes, we're going to learn about the Census Bureau. We're going to dive into the Census Bureau's data site and extract some useful data for you. So let's get on to the tutorial. Before we dive into the data, there are a few things we need to know about the American Community Survey. First of all, this is really the motherlode of all data that's available out there. Here are just a few examples of what you're going to be able to find there, but this is really just the tip of the iceberg. Right now, 1 out of every 38 households is taking this survey in the United States, and so this sample is large enough for us to get good annual data on all parts of the country. And this replaced the long form. Instead of getting data every 10 years like we used to do, the American Community Survey allows us to get a good sense of the trends going on an annual basis. The coverage of this data, well, obviously you can get it at state level, metropolitan area, county level data, and you can drill down even further into census tracts. And as of December 2014, you can also get below census tracts and look at block groups, so you can really get down to a pretty fine-grained level of detail for the trends that you're looking for. Now there's 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year data. This takes a little bit of explaining. We do get data, as I mentioned, every year for all geographies, and for the larger geographies, populations of 65,000 and over, we get a unique data set every single year. For mid-sized geographies, 20,000 and above, the data is collected over a 3-year period. So the 2013 data is actually collected in 2011, 12, and 13. Now it's more reliable than the 1-year data, but it's not as current. And for smaller geographies, again, we get new data every year, but this data is going to be collected over a 5-year period. So the 2013 data set has data in it that was started to be collected in 2009, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now it's the most reliable, but it's going to be the least current. And one other note, if you're going to compare, let's say, a small city with 5-year data, you would need to use the 5-year data if you want to compare that to a state. Even though there's 1-year data available, you want to make sure you're using the same, apples to apples here. So if you got a 5-year a geography that has 5-year data, you're going to want to compare it to even a larger area that has 5-year data as well. So you just got to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. You don't want to compare a 5-year data set with a 1-year data set. Okay, let's dive into the data. Let's say in our example, we wanted to identify the Hispanic population and median household income in 2 metropolitan areas, Seattle, Washington, and Portland, Oregon. And we're going to go to www.census.gov, and that'll take us to the Census Bureau's homepage. And American Fact Finder is going to be found under Data, Data Tools and Apps, and there's American Fact Finder. And there's a lot of information here. I encourage you to come back and take a look at this website, but for now we're going to go right into advanced search and start our search for the data. And here's the first step I would tell you is to go under topics and identify the data set that you want. And data set down here, I know we have 2 large metropolitan areas, so we're going to have 1-year data available for both of them, and 2013 is the most current data available at this point, so I'm going to click on that. And that's it for the data set I want. Geographies, I know I want metropolitan areas, so under geographic type, come down here to find metropolitan statistical area, and just have to scroll down and find our 2 metros here. There's Portland, and I'll add it to our selection. And then find Seattle. And add that. So I've got our data set. I got our metropolitan areas that we want. We'll go ahead and close this box out here. And under this, refine your search results. This is where you can go in and type in some data, or a keyword for Census Bureau to identify the data set you want. So right now I'm going to search for the Hispanic population. I'll just type in Hispanic, and let's see, it looks like this one here, Hispanic or Latino origin is what I want. So I click on that. I'll get the data. So what you see here is
First of all, is Portland, the total population, the non-Hispanic population, and then the Hispanic population. So 261,666 people in Portland are of Hispanic origin. And in Seattle, that number is 342,310. I can download that data. If you're just downloading a small table like this, you can just probably save it as Excel and download it, and that's going to put it in my download folder. And now we need to go back because we have to do our search for median household income. Now you're inclined to just go up here and to refine your search results and type in median household income, but you'll notice that we also have under your selections, Hispanic is still checked. So if I typed in median household income and clicked go, it's only going to give me median household income data if Hispanic is a part of the variable as well. So it's going to give me the median household income in Hispanic households. So you need to, if you don't want that, you need to make sure you go back and click off the original search term. And now that we've done that, we can type in median household income. Spell it right here. And there's the very first one, median household income in the past 12 months. In Portland, it was $59,168, and in Seattle, $67,479. Again, you can download that and put that in Excel for analysis later. But for now, let's go back to our presentation. Some of the key points when you're going into American Fact Finder. First of all, it's at www.census.gov, or you can Google American Fact Finder. It will probably take you right to that first page. And you want to start off by finding the database that you want under topics. And once you get that down, it really makes the search a little bit easier. After that, find your geography that you want to identify. And then use the refine your search box to enter the keywords for the variable that you're looking for. And if you're doing more than one variable, make sure you clear out the original search term so you don't get your search refined too much. And then, of course, downloading that data into Excel for analysis. And here are just a few examples of some of the data that we've pulled from the American Community Survey here at Metro Insight. And if we can assist at any time with your research, we'd be happy to do that. Our contact information at the bottom of the screen. And that's how you extract data from American Fact Finder.
Well, there you have it. You now know how to access census data. There's a lot of good information here that will help you understand what's going on in your community. Now, it's not the easiest data to access, but like anything else, you'll get better at it with practice. If Metro Insight can help you at any time, please feel free to call us. You can contact me at jeff@metroinsight.com. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.